my mains like since the game came out.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to ask you, and I might make this a little segment on the video.
Hmm.
Why did you pick being the best Cabal player? Because you are the best Cabal player in my opinion. Like, you
Thank you,
know,
thank you.
I know that like video games, like y'all gotta be modest or whatever, but I don't have to be modest. I think y'all are the best with y'all characters. So being the
Uh-huh.
best Cabal player, why did you pick Mean Streak over Clean Cut?
Um, to be honest, as soon as I played Cabal in the beta, and I selected his cancel variation. That was back when you can choose your variations and choose your moves and whatnot. But um, as soon as the game dropped, I just clicked Mean Streak, dude. Honestly, I just clicked it, and then I really enjoyed the cancel pressure. I wasn't too like, I don't know. It was just a lot more fun to play. So as I continued playing the game and maining Cabal, the Mean Streak variation, I pretty much mastered his. I guess you could say the potential of the character or the potential of the variation. So
Hmm.
I don't know. It's mainly just preference, I guess, because they're both really really good. I think that in a lot of matchups, both of them can do really well.
All
So
right, now
I
what
think it
is
really comes down to preference.
okay? So what is the main reason people tend to like swap variations in matchups? Because I play Cabal, but I don't play Mean Streak like that. I've tried to get
Uh-huh.
into it, but I feel like that
Yeah.
it's way more complex than people give it credit for, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I've just
Okay.
stuck to Clean Cut. So my
Yeah.
main
Yeah.
thing is people like, oh, you pick Mean Streak if you want a zone, or and the
Yeah.
cancel pressure is obvious, but I'm like, but regular Cabal can zone too. Do you think Mean
Hmm.
Streak zones way better than Clean Cut, or it's just something that
Yeah.
people just keep going
Yeah.
on about?
Okay, so here's the thing. So they definitely have their better matchups. If I was, so since I main Mean Streak, obviously I'm just gonna go with Mean Streak for everything. But in certain situations, so like against Garrus, you know how he can do the ground puddle or the
Hmm.
sand puddle. So in the Mean Streak variation, you can hover over the ground puddle and then use the projectile, and it'll punish that. So in this variation, it's a better matchup than Clean Cut. You know? And then likewise to Cetrion, Cetrion has a lot of the air projectiles that she does. You can counter that with the air projectile with the Mean Streak variation. So, and you can get a full combo off of it. So in that matchup, on those matchups, Mean Streak does better than Clean Cut. But then on the other hand, if you were to play a Cassie player, like a Digital Soldier variation, the
Hmm.
Clean Cut variation, the way that it has the diagonal projectile, it can counter her low projectile by doing the diagonal, you know. And Mean Streak doesn't have that. So in that matchup, I would go Clean Cut rather than Mean Streak, you know. But really, it just comes down to the very subtle, like matchup dependent things, that really define which variation to use. But for the most part, I just stick with Mean Streak for comfortability.
Oh, okay. And I feel like I've taken that route with Cabal too, where I just go like, even though like against Jade, I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel like Mean Streak is better against Jade.
Yeah,
And even though
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I know that I just feel more comfortable using the Clean Cut,
Clean
but
key,
I
yeah.
I feel like a lot of Cabals, or all us people who main Cabal, like we get too comfortable with the one we like, and
Mm,
then we don't switch it up at all or anything,
yeah.
and to the point where when you try to play the other one, you're just like, oh, this feels nasty. I don't know if you get
Mm.
that feeling too.
Yeah, definitely at the beginning when I was trying to learn Clean Cut with Kerbo, um, I was definitely feeling out of whack, But as I learned to like use that character or use that variation, it just made me more comfortable as a Cabal main, to be able to switch back and forth. So I would definitely advise anybody that's trying to main Cabal to learn both variations and to really like master them both. So
Okay, now we know the main differences between the two Cabals are you pick Clean Cut, Restand, mean streak,
Hmm.
cancel pressure. So how do you feel about the cancel pressure? Do you think it is S, A, like B? How good do you think the cancel pressure actually is?
Okay, so I think the cancel pressure is pretty good. Um, I do think that it should be a little improved as far as like the plus frames, because for the most part it's usually +1 or something like that. But I think a lot of people use the cancel variation a little bit, I would say wrong, because the way I use it is I use it as a spacing tool. So if I were to do forward 2-2 with the cancel, it'll leave me as a in a perfect position to whiff punish like my opponent's pokes. So you can get a full combo off of the cancel, or if they're respecting the cancel, you can get a 14% grab, or you can go for more pressure. It really just it gives you more, I guess, more opportunities to get damage. So rather
Hmm.
than just the clean cuts mix, you know. So
Okay, so you feel like a lot of people are just trying to use it like it's some type of Jackie cancel or something?
exactly, exactly, yeah. And it's not that plus to be able to do that, so that you're gonna always get blown up. So it really just it's a matter of spacing it with the cancel,
So like,
and earning your opponent's respect.
okay, so when you do a cancel instead of plus frames, like you're trying to like bait out an attack or like walk back a
Uh-huh.
bit after you cancel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're not really trying to go in.
Hmm.
Do you feel like that throws people off? The fact that like, hold
It
up, he just canceled and he just didn't go in. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so usually like you'll see me start off of the videos of my videos with I'll go into a cancel and then I'll instantly grab them to just to test my opponent, you know, to see if they're challenging the cancel or if they're respecting it, you know. And most of the time they do respect the cancel for whatever reason, and then it's a free grab. And then once I start grabbing them, they're gonna okay, I'm gonna mash out of this. And once I feel like they're gonna start mashing out, that's when I back up and bait the poke, you know, and then I get a full combo or a
Mhm.
crushing blow, you know. So it's just really like mind games, I guess.
Okay. All right. And you feel like you said earlier people are playing it wrong because they're acting like it's a Jackie
Jackie
variation where you just
cancel.
mindlessly go in and cancel.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it should be played like that. It could, you know. I mean, you can go into a cancel and since you're +1, you can down poke and you know you could do that. But I guess I feel more comfortable with the. I see more progress with the way that I play it.
Okay. And to be honest, I can't think of anybody else who really plays mean streak at the level you do. Like, do you know somebody who plays them even
You
remotely
know
well as
what?
you? To be honest.
Um, every cabal that I've ran into is usually clean cut, you know.
Mhm.
So, you know, I don't really. Yeah, I would say I think that I'm the only one, as far as like maining the mean streak variation, but yeah, every cabal that I've ran into is clean cut
And hold up a
usually.
second. Don't come at him, YouTube, for saying he's the only mean streak because I
Yeah.
asked him the question. It was me who asked him. So don't be like, oh, he's so cocky or whatever. No, I asked him
Yeah,
the
no.
question. You know
Yeah.
how YouTube people on YouTube get? They'll be like, "Oh, you think it is?" Oh, then like I asked him the question, me. So if you feel like, so if you feel that way about mean streak and everything, so that basically wraps up this video. This video was just Love Thought's opinion about the cancel and the cancel variation, and you know the real reason that people pick it over clean cut and stuff like that. Oh wait, did I
Mhm.
ask you that? The real reason? Oh, I'm pretty
I think you
sure.
did. Yeah, I think you did.
Okay. Well, no, I was gonna say I'm
Well,
pretty sure that the reason is obvious that people just pick clean cut because it's easier. But
yeah, I would definitely say so. Yeah, it's
yeah.
straightforward. It's really straightforward. You got the projectile, the mix, and the zoning, you know, and the damage too. So, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Mhm. But yeah, that basically wraps up this video. This is just the main opinion on how Love Thoughts feels about Mean Streak and basically why he plays the variation. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out Love Thoughts channel. I'll have the link in the description. Nickopz out.